America prides itself on the men and women who help defend and define our country, whether it be the Marine Corps, Army, the Navy, the Air Force, as well as the Coast Guard. Almost every single one of us can say we know somebody in uniform. Some of us even know people who have fought on the front lines. Unfortunately, the sweat, blood, time, and tears that these military branches have dedicated for so many of us is easily forgotten. Sadly, many Americans and even our own government has turned a blind eye to our military. 9/11 has long since passed. The war in Afghanistan is supposedly over. The Vietnam War was just a bad stain on American history and needs to be forgotten. However, the fact is that these wars, these experiences, and the trauma they have inflicted on our soldiers is not so easily forgotten by the soldiers themselves. They made the sacrifices so we didn't have to. And how have we repaid our veterans? By ignoring them. Many soldiers face horrific injuries, physical and psychological, and they need help. We need to pay more attention and give more support to these veterans, young and old. It is heart-wrenching to see that these men and women go through even more pain when they come home and they don't get the help or the resources that they need. Research reveals that wounded warriors are now seeking help in record numbers. Nearly half of its 1.6 million soldiers who have served in Iraq and Afghanistan have asked for disability benefits from the government. These soldiers deserve those benefits. They have earned them, and they need them. The problem is the government is not delivering, or it's taking too much time for the veterans to get the help that they need. One Marine had to wait 13 months for his claim to be approved. 13 months. It's no wonder that we're seeing a huge increase in suicide for our veterans who feel abandoned or ignored by their own country. It needs to change. I propose an awareness campaign and fundraising event for our military. I want to sell pinwheels throughout Harper Creek High School and the other community schools for a month of October and put them on the lawn in front of Harper Creek Administration Building on Beckley Avenue on Veterans Day. We will need to be able to charge for the pinwheels and make a profit, which can be donated to our local Veterans Hospital located in Fort Custer. One of our first steps is to purchase the pinwheels off of Oriental Trading Company online. They are the cheapest. The cost for a box of 72 pinwheels is $13.50, but there could also be a shipping charge. We could easily charge $2 for each pinwheel and make a profit over $100 per the 72 that we actually purchase per box, which could cover the original cost in shipping and also create a donation. We would set up sale booths at school during lunch, at fall sports games, and other school events to sell as many as possible and place them on the lawn in November to bring awareness to the traffic that often passes on Beckley Road. This is a great way for our school to acknowledge Veterans Day. Whatever money we make, we will give to the VA Center, and that money will be donated to the families and veterans who live in our actual Battle Creek area. The pinwheels are a cost-efficient idea, and it gives a great visual appeal that would be wonderful to display for our entire community. To make this possible, we must get permission from Mr. Severson, our superintendent, to use the admin building's lawn and to sell pinwheels throughout the district. We could also involve the Asset Committee in DECA to help organize the business end of this project and help with the volunteering, although anyone could volunteer, especially seniors who need senior hours. We would also need to talk to Mr. Garland and Mr. Greenman about where to set up our selling booths, so it's not getting in the way of regular classes and sporting events. I believe that this is a simple but effective way to bring more awareness to our veterans in our own community. They need to know that we care and that we appreciate what they have done and sacrificed for us. All of the branches needed the acknowledgement that they deserve. If you have any questions, here's my contact information. Please call me and let me know. Thank you for your time, and I appreciate your consideration of my proposal.